Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG that you might know as a leFH or a leFH. This one is known as Fifi La Pew Pew and is actually on the southwest spawn of Karelia under the command of ProvoBob. Game on. Well, Bob's in another battle with the bots. Yes, I'm afraid there are bots in this game. I brought the details up so you can actually see which ones are the bots. The bots can be identified by having a colon before and after their name. So you can see there are actually only 5 real players. As we can see, it was at 6. There might be more than 5 actually. Well, I can certainly see that the Matilda's a real player. So is the Stugdrei Ausrung B. And 4 players at the top, so there's 6 players on this team who happen to be real, and the rest are bots. And Bob's one of the live players, so that means 12 players overall in the game are live. Okay, he's aiming for the top of the horseshoe straight away, which is a good decision, because nearly always somebody tries to get up onto the horseshoe to get dominance of that area. And it looks like an enemy Largo's making an attempt to get up there as quickly as he can. Rounds out, looks good. It's close, but he did change course to avoid the shell. He would have been bang on target if the guy hadn't changed his course. That just missed him. He's going to have a third attempt. Very fast reload with this Arty. Rounds out. Nope, didn't get anything from that one. It's a 105mm light field howitzer, capable of doing 410 alpha, penetrating 53mm of armor. And it's also got a very fast reload time. It's by the book, 8.92 seconds. But you can see ProvoBob's got that down, and it's now just 7 and 8.85 seconds. Direct hit wipes out the Largo. 499 hit points. I reckon that might have been a penetrating shot. Fired another one at the VK. The 2001D is a bot. The Matilda behind him is not, and the bot didn't move out the way, and he took a high roll penetrating shot for 485. Rounds out. Just narrowly missed him there. Yeah, that bot's got no sense whatsoever. He's just asking for trouble. But Bob's having a little difficulty dialing it in because he keeps changing course. Oh, fired another one in, bit snap. He's having a ding-dong fight with another bot at the moment, but... Oh, he thought the guy was going to go back a bit further, and our Panzer III Ausrung J just got wiped out. Now that Matilda LVT is a real player. He changed course again. The B1 behind him to the left is actually a real player too. Oh, we got a hit on the LVT. So he's going for the B1 this time. Rounds out. No, just landed in front of him. That M4A1 is also a real player. Making his way up to the top of the horseshoe. Should be dialed in. Rounds out. Just missed him again. He didn't give enough lead on the target. But he's now anticipating the guy will be there. No. Now he's burned up. Well, he's only got 34 shells left. Going for the DW2, which is a bot. He does get a hit on the front of the vehicle for 116. Tracked him. He's going to give it another go. Should be able to get a hit on this and take him out. Oh! RNG said no, and the shell went to the left, but he should get it on this shot. Rounds out. He does, and he gets another kill. So now he's got 2 kills. Going for the B1, who got tracked. Rounds out. Lands short, but very close to him. And the next shot, yep, kills the B1, so he's out the game. Now he was aiming for the LVT there, who was last seen behind that bush. That's Stugdrei Ausrung G there, that's a real player. So at the moment we're 2 up on the enemy, mainly down to the fact that their bots are actually making almost suicidal runs down this part of the map. He's still trying to get that LVT. Firing blind. Oh, he got a direct hit. The LVT was behind that bush and took a direct one. Only pulled back after that hit. Now we can see him. Let it settle before you shoot. Fires. Just misses again. He's running short on ammo. He's down to half his ammo load now. 25 rounds. Rounds out. And he gets the kill with that shot. So now he's got 3 kills in the game. Now that Stug Bright has decided to push forward. And he fires snap and it doesn't work. But the Stug is out of the game anyway. In the middle of the swamp, we've got an M18-1 who happens to be a bot. But this is not a bot. This is the enemy Arty, their opposite number. Or our opposite number. We're letting this one dial in fully because we want to get it accurate. No, it wasn't accurate, unfortunately. He didn't let it quite settle before he fired, but he does on this one. And it's a kill shot. 183 hit points. And he's taken out one of our opposite numbers. Because there is another enemy RT in the game. It's also a gorilla. We've lost sight of that M8A1. There he is. Okay, should be able to hit him. I think he's run into a rock, actually, and that's why he's not moving anywhere. So let it settle. Rounds out. Just misses him. Coming on. Those things move rather rapidly, so you have to give more lead. Again, he's firing wildly, not letting it settle before he fires. And he correctly guessed the M18-1 was there and took him out. There's the other RT, the gorilla. Now, if he can get this guy, he actually ends up with... Oh, and he does! He got a counter battery. He took out both enemy RT. And there's only one enemy tank left. It's an M4A1 who's up on the horseshoe at the moment. That was the one we saw go up on the horseshoe earlier, and he fires one in, but it's too late because he's gone, and that's the end of the game. Well, what I failed to mention when he killed that gorilla was that he actually got a top gun out of that shot. Yes, he not only got a counter battery, top gun as well. Second class tanker for ProvoBob in the 105 leFH18B2. He got a counter battery, as I said, for killing both enemy SPGs, which were both gorillas unusually. Normally they'd actually put one form of RT and maybe another Fifi in the game, because it's a bit unfair to have two or having an opposite team who doesn't have a Fifi on their side. He also managed to get a bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 15. He got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game overall. And he also got that top gun, as I said, for getting at least 6 kills. He did get 6 exactly. His win rate from that battle, 4,880. So let's have a look at the team score. Well, he definitely got the highest damage in the game, 1,707 hit points of damage. The next highest scorer being the BDR G1B on his team with 1,520, followed by the Type T34 with 1,394 hit points. In fact, none of the enemy team managed to get over 1,000 hit points in damage. Would you believe it? That's quite sad, really. It means that there was quite a big skill gap between one team and the other. When it came to kills, yes, he's got the highest number of those. 6 kills went to ProvoBob. 3 kills went to the Type T34, and on his team, the Matilda got 2 kills, and so did the Matilda LVT on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, ProvoBob got 903, which means that he's got the top in all 3 columns. 824 went to the BDR G1B, and 767 went to the Type T34. Bob fired 34 rounds in that game, so near enough 2/3 of his ammunition gone. He also managed to get 10 direct hits on the enemy and 5 penetrations in total. We'll have a look at those to see which ones they are. Well, of course, he penetrated the gorilla. He got the M8A1 with 1 shot. That was a penetrating shot. The Largo was a penetrating shot. Yes, he went straight through that one. That was his first kill, I seem to remember. And he also managed to get another penetration of the other gorilla. And I think there was one other pen. Wasn't the DW2... Was it the Matilda? No, it wasn't the Matilda. Was it the VK? Yes, it was the VK2001D. It's 485. Yes, I remember that one now. Yes, he did get a pen with his second shot, I seem to recall, on that tank. So let's have a look at the rest of the detail. He also got 13 splashes in the game, 1,707 hit points of damage, all of it at more than 300 meters, damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 6 of them, and he also earned 27,959 credits on a free-to-play account, and after ammunition resupply took away 23,607 credits profit. 903 base XP, times 5 for the first victory, 240 for this being a premium vehicle, took away 4,755 experience points altogether. Even if you are playing with just a standard, ordinary, free-to-play account, the Fifi, as we know it, can actually generate a large amount of credits. As you've seen here, even though he wasn't actually, he did a lot of damage on the enemy, but even those on a free-to-play account, he still came away with a decent amount, and both experience and credits. So yes, you can run a free-to-play account just by having a nice little premium like the Fifi in your game. And yes, if you're a good player like Bob, then you will get damage on them. The only thing that Bob has to watch out for is that those bots can be quite dangerous, and they're not the walkover that most people think they are, because these tanks actually switch to premium ammo and they don't care about spamming it. They'll just keep firing it. So if you get seen by a bot, they will go at you, and they're fairly accurate as well. But as you can see, Bob managed to show his skill. He got a nice game out of this with 4,880 win 8. Yes, that's Super Unicum standard. And yes, getting counter battery, a high caliber, and a top gun in one game. It's surprising he didn't get more than the second class, but then there was a reduced number of players. There was only 13 players either side, I think, in this game. So he didn't get the chance to get a full load, you could say. But anyway, I think that was a good example of how Bob can actually dominate in these battles on the Australian-New Zealand server, where they do put bots on a regular basis. You can get them on the NA server as well if you get transferred over to the South American one. And sometimes they put them on the standard NA server because there's just not enough players at certain times of the day. But yes, don't believe that the bots are a walkover. They are not. At certain times of the day, you might get just 3 real players on a whole team of bots, and you might think, yes, I'll easily win this one, but there might be a very good player on the opposite team who thinks he can take you out as well, and he'll know who to look for because he'll look at the player list and see who's real and who's not, and who's the most dangerous player on the enemy team. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.